Hello everyone, Victor here with JMAZ Lighting. Today, we're going to be giving you a quick tutorial on how to get the Firestorm F3 up and running. But before we get started, let's make sure about a couple of things. Let's make sure that you've removed the protected cover from the exit chamber and that you've loaded the cold spark granules into the tank. You can identify the cold spark granule tank with the twist cap, and the exit chamber has a rubber cap. You can pull it right off. Next, make sure you have connected the wireless receiver into the plug labeled controller and that the blue power plug is connected into the power in. Flip the switch to the on position and the green LED screen will read "Standing by, Firestorm Wait." At that point, the red LED on the wireless receiver will be lit, indicating that the power is on. Use the included RF remote control and pull the plastic tab from the battery cover. Press the power button on the upper left-hand corner of the remote control to establish a connection between the remote control and the wireless receiver. Make sure the red LED on the remote control lights up when you press the power button. If it doesn't light up, the plastic tab hasn't been removed from the battery cover. One of the cool things about the Firestorm F3 is it doesn't have to be on all the time. Once you're ready to use it, you can press the on button right above the preheat label to start the warming up process, which only takes about 5 to 7 minutes. And for those of you who have recently purchased your Firestorm F3, it is now being shipped with a different style receiver. The new receiver has a yellow colored LED during the warming up process. Once the warming up process has ended and the Firestorm is ready to work, the green LED screen will read "Ready to work, Firestorm ready." Also make note that the green LED on the wireless receiver will be lit, indicating that it's ready. Now, even though the Firestorm F3 comes preloaded with 1200 seconds, you're going to notice that every time you buy a brand new pack of cold spark granules, there will be a Y card included in the packet. To keep the Firestorm F3 from ever running out of time, make sure that you always scan the card to add an additional 1200 seconds. To find out how much working time the Firestorm F3 has, press the menu button 5 times. You may now use any of the buttons on the remote control to activate the cold spark function. Make sure to use the stop button to end the cold spark function at any given time. And that's how easy it is to get the Firestorm F3 up and running. And now for some troubleshooting tips to take whenever you're using the Firestorm F3. With the RF remote control, always make sure you press and hold any of the buttons for at least 1 second. For those of you that are looking to use the Firestorm F3 in DMX mode, it is broken down in 2 channels. Channel number 1 is going to determine how high the cold spark function comes out. Channel number 2 is broken down into 3 sections. Values 0 to 20 means that the warming up function is off. Values 50 to 100 puts the Firestorm F3 in the warming up function. At this point, you're going to wait for 5 to 7 minutes until the yellow light turns green. That means it's ready to go. Once the light has turned green and it's ready to go, you can go back to use channel number 1 to shoot the Firestorm function. Channels 150 to 200 is going to activate the cleaning function. Make sure that when you're using DMX, you're not using the RF remote control. The Firestorm F3 has a function that immediately when you connect the DMX cable into it, it's going to overwrite the RF remote control function. Another very important warning we'd like for you to be aware of: indoor-outdoor cold spark granules are designed to be used indoor or outdoors. Outdoor cold spark granules are designed to be used only outdoors. Now, the difference between the 2 cold spark granules is the indoor-outdoor will shoot up approximately 13 feet. The outdoor cold spark granules will go up as high as 18 feet. But in addition to that, the outdoor has an additional spark effect at the top. If at any given point in time you turn on the cold spark function on your Firestorm F3, you can hear the machine running, but there's nothing coming out. Please make sure that you've loaded the cold spark granules into the tank And secondly, run the clean cycle for approximately 5 to 10 minutes. Another very important measure to take to keep the Firestorm F3 at its best is to always use the cleaning function. Always do this before you put it away. To start the cleaning process, make sure the Firestorm F3 has been completely turned off. Put the switch in the off position. Disconnect the blue power plug. Disconnect the wireless receiver. You want to remove the cold spark granule tank cap. Flip the machine upside down 180 degrees. Pour all the leftover cold spark granules into a container. Always store the leftover cold spark granules into an airtight container. Once all the cold spark granules have been poured out of the tank, put the machine back on its feet. Go ahead and start. Reconnect your power plug. Reconnect the wireless receiver. Turn on the switch. Make sure that you press the power button on the remote control to synchronize the remote to the receiver. Go ahead and press the clean button on the remote control. You're going to see cold sparks come out. Once there's no more cold sparks coming out, you may press the stop button. At that point, the exit chamber has been completely cleaned out. Doing this will prolong the life of your Firestorm F3, and it's highly recommended. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you next time.